Hey y'all, I don't know who needs to hear this video, but I am not going to get rid of my soul. I am not going to sell my soul. I am not going to give away my soul to any jealous, evil, negative person out there, and I am not going to give it to the devil or sell it to the devil or any demons or evil spirits. And that goes the same thing for my mind, my body, my higher self, my goals, my dreams, my power, my gifts, my heart, anything that you could possibly want, my inner strength, outer strength, whatever. Okay? I am not going to give up any of those things. Okay? I don't need to share it with anyone because it's mine. It belongs to me. I deserve not to share it with anyone because it's mine. It belongs to me. Okay? It doesn't belong to the guy next door. It doesn't belong to the guy across the street. It doesn't belong to any jealous person. It doesn't belong to anyone but me. It doesn't belong to the girl next door or the girl upstairs or anywhere else. Okay? It doesn't belong to my mom. It doesn't belong to my family members. It belongs to me. My power is my power. My mind is my mind. My body is my body. My soul is my soul. My spirit, my heart, my power, my gifts, my dreams, my goals, my path, that all belongs to me. Okay? You cannot take it from me, no matter how much you can try and take it from me to be me. You cannot be me. You cannot be anyone else but your damn fucking self, okay? I cannot be you. I cannot be the next person across the fucking street. I cannot be my cat. You cannot be my cat. So stop being fucking jealous that you want to take away shit from me. And you're so jealous on your damn fucking high horse, you can't see what is what. If a color was a fucking black or purple, you couldn't see the fucking difference because you're so busy being fucking jealous of me and being jealous of material fucking shit and what's might happen and supposed to happen. Like, you don't know what is gonna come or not. I'm not saying, my fucking cat clawed me. Anyways, you cannot change somebody's fate. You cannot change what they're meant to do. You cannot change what they're meant to do or what they're meant to be. If they want to be what they're meant to be, then they're going to go be it. If they don't want to, that's their choice. If they don't want to pursue what they're meant to do, that's their choice. But you cannot force anyone to do what you want them to fucking do. You cannot force it. You may try to do it and do something to them over and 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 over again. As many times, 1,000, million, 23,000 times as you want. Until it gets through to their freaking skull. But you cannot take away somebody's soul unless they're willing to give it up. You cannot first of all, you cannot take somebody's soul at all, actually. You cannot take somebody's soul or mind or body or heart or spirit away from them. Okay? You cannot take anything away from them that is not yours, that does not belong to you. I don't know who needs to hear this message, but if you're watching this, maybe you need to hear it. If you have jealousy in your heart over me or somebody else, you cannot take anything away from anyone else. Sure, like it's possible that stealing something away for physical things, but I wouldn't suggest taking things and stealing shit because you can go to fucking jail. And 2, I wouldn't suggest it because it's illegal. And it's wrong, okay? I've been on both sides of the stick, and it's wrong. Well, at least when I was younger. And no, I have not been prosecuted for it. And if I was, it was a really long time ago. And one time I was, but it's a long story for that. But regardless, okay, taking just for the fucking fun of it, taking somebody's whatever from them is not fucking cool. And that's me, but I've been on both sides of the fucking stick. I've been on that side where taking material fucking things when I was younger, when I was a freaking little kid. Okay, well, when I was a teenager or whatever the fuck. Okay, I had my fair share. Okay, but I learned my lesson. Taking away from people is not fucking cool. It may seem cool because your insecurities or whatever, or your hate or your fear or your doubt or your rage or whatever. The reason, or it could be even racism. But regardless, or maybe it's all the above. But you need to face your own demons and face your own shit and face your own reality and face your own shit instead of taking out on me or instead of taking out on other people that you are jealous for. Because you're basically running away from your own problems and focusing on other people, which is not fucking cool. You can run away from your fucking problems, but the problems are still gonna fucking be there. You can try and take people's shit away from them, but the problems are still gonna fucking be there. Those insecurities, those hate, the rage, and the fear are all still gonna be there. You can try and take away shit from people, mind, body, and whatever. It's not gonna work. Heart, soul, whatever. Try to take away physical items, which I don't suggest. Like, you can try, but I mean, like, dude, seriously. The problems are still gonna fucking be there. And you're still gonna feel like you want to take away stuff just to feel good about something or feel good about your damn self. And those issues and problems and your insecurities, the reason why you do it to hurt other people is so you can feel good, is still gonna be there. So you're still gonna have that issue and you're still gonna have those problems. Even if you don't have like whatever, like a guilt conscience or guilty conscience, or have like any of those things, like, dude, first and secondly, karma is gonna come back to you. So the best thing to do is, if you do bad things, then bad things will happen to you. Just saying, in general. If I were to help somebody, then that might come back to me. And I'm not helping people to, this way I can get things to come back to me. I'm not doing that. I'm helping people because I want to help people. But if I were to do something bad to somebody, then that would come back to me too. So if you, for an example, if you cheat on somebody that you're with, then that's going to come back to you too. Or if you leave somebody and you're in a relationship, that and somebody's going to leave you. Alright? So whatever you do is going to come back to haunt you. Okay? If it's good or bad. Even if you do good things and bad things, both good and bad things will happen to you. If you do just bad things will just happen to you. If you do just good things will happen to you. But as I learned from experience that balance is in order. So in order for good things to happen, bad things may have to happen too. Otherwise, it won't be balanced. And that's just so it's just a balance in the universe, like a yin and yang kind of thing. But in general, dude, like, if you are going to, the best thing to do is love yourself and forgive yourself and forgive others. If you have hate or rage or jealousy or fear, and in my personal opinion, if you have personal fears, okay, and you're trying to make other people feel scared of COVID or other things or whatnot, and trying to control people, I think that's just being a fucking coward. And instead of facing your own fucking fears, because you want everybody else to do what you want them to do, and I think that's like contradicting and being stupid. In my personal opinion, I'm not saying you're stupid. I'm saying what you're doing is. So, you know, like, if you're trying to control people or you're jealous and stuff and you hate somebody, I think that's a dumb move. Because you shouldn't have hate in your heart. In the Bible, it says that you shouldn't have hate in the heart. And Buddha says, and if you hate people, it lowers your vibration. And hate is not good. So the best thing to do is be humble. In the Bible, it says it, and in Buddha says it too. So whatever you believe in, like, kind of Buddha and God say, you know, like, you shouldn't be jealous or you shouldn't have rage or fear. In my personal opinion, if you're trying to put jealousy or hate or whatever into other people's heart, trying to make people scared, then that's a way of the devil. I mean, people use fear, put fear into people in Catholic religion, but I don't think that's the best way to go about things, in my personal opinion. And that's one of the reasons why I don't follow the Bible to the T. But I have other reasons too. And we all have our own reason to doing what you're doing. But if you're using your own reasons to hate on somebody, to be jealous on somebody and act on it, then you need to face yourself. You need to face your damn fucking self and stop fucking using that as an excuse or as a crutch. And face your own fucking demons and face your own insecurities. I had to, and the rest of the world has to too. So if you don't face your own fucking demons and your own insecurities and whatever else, your own fears and your own doubts and your own rage and your own hate and whatever else, and you don't forgive others and you don't forgive yourself, okay, that's always gonna be there. That darkness is always gonna fucking be there no matter what you do. So you can take a stick to it, but it's always gonna be there. If you run away from your problems or run away from whatever, then it's still gonna fucking be there. So, I mean, in my personal opinion, just face on whatever insecurities, hate, rage, fear, and whatever, self-doubt, past trauma, whatever is going on with you, and racism or whatever you feel towards others. You're jealous, fear, rage, hate somebody, dislike somebody. If you dislike somebody, that's okay. But if you hate them, that's not cool. And if you are jealous of them, that's not cool. And those other things are not cool. Not only they're not cool, but they're in the Bible too, and it's a sin. And so those things are sins. But also, like it's not good, okay? It's not healthy for your body to be that way. And you could potentially it could hate, jealousy, rage, fear, and worry and doubt, and all those things could potentially lead to your demise at one point. It may not lead directly, but it will lead to a sickness like cancer, so to speak, or whatever. I mean, not directly, but those people that don't forgive others and that don't speak up, sometimes scientists have found those people that don't speak their minds and don't speak how they feel, then they can end up with like cancer of not the lungs, but the throat cancer or something, because they're not speaking their truth. So, I mean, speak up your mind, speak up your truth, and then forgive those and forgive yourself. And if they're not listening to you, then that's their choice. But at least you're speaking your truth. So at least speak it. And then forgive those other people and forgive yourself. Even if they did something wrong in your eyes to mess you up, particularly, or they hurt you or whatever in your eyes, whether they know it or not, forgive them, not for doing what they did, but so you're not holding on to the pain no more. You're not holding on to the jealousy, the hurt, the pain, the sorrow, the sadness, the whatever it is that you're holding on to. Because that's not helping you, and it's not helping your health. Okay? That's a stupid reason to fucking go, okay? If you want to go, there's plenty of other fucking better ways to fucking be not on this earth. In my personal opinion, don't commit suicide. I wouldn't recommend it. I would recommend completing God's plan for you and doing what you are meant to do here. And then once you complete those, then you can live on your life and be happy. But if you don't want someone else to be happy, then there's something wrong with you. If you don't want someone else to be happy or to love life or to be in love with somebody or to not like to whatever, the situation is, then there's something literally wrong with you. If you don't want someone else to be happy, successful, or any of those things, all the above, then there's something seriously wrong with you and you need some mental fucking help. And I have been there, but you need to go get some help. Take medication or whatever, go get some fucking help. Because there's something wrong with you if you don't want someone else to be happy. Just because of rage or jealousy or fear or doubt or whatever, you can't use that as a crutch. Alright? It's not okay. And I'm not just saying that from, it's not okay. But I'm saying that from experience to using trauma as a crutch. Because at one point in time, long story short, I used to use my trauma as an excuse, as a crutch. And that's not cool. And on top of my insecurities. But that's me personally. I didn't have racism because I don't really care what other people's color is. Black, purple, pink, or green, or whatever the hell. But, and not to say that, at the same time, I really don't care how a person looks and dresses sometimes, really. But, it's just like, I do, if I'm dating a person, I do care. But, if I'm hanging out with a person, sometimes I can care and sometimes I can be that way. I really try not to be judgmental, but sometimes I am. I think I'm more judgmental to the people that are jealous and have bad intentions and who hate and dislike and take it out on others versus the people that are good. And it's not my curiosity, it's more like I didn't understand at one point, but I get it. They're sick. They're mentally sick in their head. And because I dated a guy who was, let's just say, mentally sick. And I have dated in the past people that weren't the best for me. But that doesn't mean, I'm not saying just because it's a guy, but girls can be that way too. Women. But in general. So, I mean, whether you're a guy, girl, gay, straight, bi, transgender, whatever, it's important to fix yourself before, if you want to be with somebody and you want to stay in a relationship and you want to have friends, it's important to fix yourself. And I'm not trying to change you. I'm just saying improve yourself for yourself, so you can be the best version of yourself. It's important to be humble. I'm not saying take it on others and then go be humble. I'm saying be humble now. Be humble in the now. Stop trying to look at in the future, because then you're too much into the future. Stop trying to look in too much in the past, because then you're too much in the past. Be in the now. It's important to be in the now. Okay, so whoever needs to freaking hear this, understand. If you're watching this, maybe you need to hear it. And I'm sorry this is a long ass video, but I guess I have a lot to say. Be the person who you need to be. And I'm talking to me too when I say this. Be the person who you're meant to be, and not try to be somebody else. And stop trying to be me. If you're trying to be me, I'm flattered, but honestly, you can't be me even if you wanted to. Alright? You cannot be anyone else but yourself. Okay, I learned that from experience myself. When I was younger and I was a kid, I wanted to be somebody else because I got made fun of. And I dated a guy once that wanted to be with a specific type of race, and that wasn't cool. Okay, at that time I wanted to be a different race than I was, and I couldn't change that. I mean, I can go get surgery and fix my eyes to be that type of race, and I can talk that into another language, but really you cannot change the core of your genetics. So you can't change what you are or who you are. You can change who you are and the outside and shit and how you dress and shit, but you can't change into another person. You can try and dress like the other person, but really you can't change yourself to be somebody else, to be that person spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, whatever the case may be. You can dress like them, sure, but I wouldn't suggest it. I wouldn't suggest being anyone but yourself. Okay, so stop trying to be me or be someone else. Okay, because their life is much cooler than yours, or they're cooler, or they're awesome, or I'm not saying your life sucks. I'm saying in general, if you want to be somebody else, then start making the life that you want to go be. And be the person that you want to be. Not try and take someone else's future away, or somebody else's past, or somebody else's mind, body, heart, soul, spirit, goals, dreams.